Tonight, more Republican lawmakers are sounding the alarm about these Trump tariffs.
If the outcome from these tariffs is really high tariffs from every country on earth against American goods, and really high tariffs from America against goods from every other country on earth, that is going to be really bad for Texas and really bad for America.
I'm not going to bubble wrap it. What I've seen so far in terms of the stock market, it's been painful.
Painful is putting it lightly, and Trump has vowed that the tariffs are going to stick around. So what does happen next? Will Congress actually step in and maybe do something? Well, right now there is momentum building behind a bill that would limit the president's tariff power, and it does seem that some Republicans are interested in it more than the ones that are officially backing it, and there are quite a few. There have been several who have said, "I'm not taking that off the table because um, if this starts to hurt back home, we got to do something about it."
It's insurance. It's all it is, because Donald Trump doesn't have to see or seek out a reelection in a midterm in 2 years, but lots of congressmen and 33 senators do. So just in case the wheels fall off, they can say, we tried to do this thing to stop your prices from going up as they did, or whatever the market may be in a year. All the debate we just had about this, nobody really knows. We just see different directions or can look at historical data. Politicians only care about two things: is money and votes. That's my category. And they want to make sure they're going to be secure no matter what happens.
Yeah, I mean, they would be wise to at least consider it.
Totally agree. And I mean, they have to face the midterms. And there's also a battle going on right now, really long-term battle between Republicans and Democrats about who's going to be the party of the working people. And this is exactly what's going to be up for debate in the midterms. And Republicans are looking at this and they're thinking working people are going to be hit so hard by this inflation. I mean, 60% of their take-home pay is food, fuel, gas in the car. It is a bloodbath coming from an electoral perspective, and I think Democrats are probably hoping
That's assuming that prices rise, which I don't think they're going to rise anywhere near the amount that the fear mongers say. I think
the
that
bond market would disagree, but
for the most part, what is going to happen is that the producers are going to lower their prices and the importers are going to eat the tariff rather than raise the prices. Walmart can't raise its prices because Target will beat them on price and steal market share. This is what we saw when we raised the tariffs on China. Very little pass through.
oh my gosh, can I just talk about that though? Because I thought that what we did in the first Trump term was the right thing to do. You had highly surgical, small tariffs that were appropriate on China. So yeah, in that situation, China took the pain for sure. This is an entirely different universe. This is adversaries and allies alike. This is across the board tariffs. It's become a political issue, and I can tell you in Beijing, and they don't have a votership, but they have people that they have to please, and caving into Donald Trump when he's engaging in this kind of debate doesn't.
And I don't believe that China will cave. I actually think that the end game here is going to be that we separate into blocks. China is going to be its own world. This is what Scott was just talking about a moment ago. We will have the free world on one side and the China world on the other. The free world is the group of nations led by the United States,
Which wouldn't no longer include, by the way, Canada.
those countries are negotiating with us.
No,
look at what the UK politicians are doing. They are saying we are not going to overreact to this. Europe is already.
well, they've got a 10%.
Yeah,
Slightly different for Ursula von der Leyen. By the way, I haven't brought my props with me tonight, but you will be pleased today.
Where's your shoe?
No, this one. You will be pleased to know that we're putting together the basket of goods. We've done a study of what are the most things that people buy, and we've put together 15 to 17 baskets of goods, and we're going to track it for the next 3 months. So, and
I really am looking forward to this.
and it's things like bananas, it's things like coffee.
I'm really looking forward to this basket because I tracked the basket of things that we tariffed when we tariffed China. I tracked everything every month, every report that came out, whether it was PPI, CPI, CPE, everything that came out, I was right on top of it, and nothing went up except for bicycles. Weirdly, bicycle prices went up, but nothing else did.
So let me just. This is from the camp of people who are actually making the business decisions. The Wall Street Journal had a piece that said one auto executive early last week directly predicted Chernobyl if tariffs broadly hit imported parts, which they are scheduled to do next month. Industry executives and analysts said what the administration outlined Wednesday was worse than they expected. Car dealership owners are saying very similar things. Um, I think that the people that this is supposed to help are raising an alarm right now. They are saying this is actually not good for our industry, except for, I mean, there maybe a couple of industries, maybe steel, this is great for, maybe a handful of agricultural industries, this might be good for if other tariffs go down. But that is such a small portion of the economy. Almost everybody else is going to be hit in one way or another by this.
Yeah, and we're going to have to see what the administration comes up with these 70 plus countries that have called. We don't know how that's going to turn out yet. And I think people are also just going to have to take the president here and his administration at their word when they talk about reorganizing and reordering the global economic order so that it doesn't unfairly punish the working class of the United States. And on this issue with China, look, I don't believe that the rest of the free world is going to wake up and say, you know what, let's get behind the Chinese Communist Party and let them lead us into the future. That will not happen. That will not happen. That will not happen.
But isn't that already
sorry, it will not. It cannot.
No, the reason why I'm not being facetious. Like seriously, like isn't it already the case that China is already using its economic influence to build a whole block of the global south?
I know what they do. I know what they do, but that's coercion. What you're talking about is
What is the United States?
willingly.
Oh,
You're talking about willingly following along to it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
And what is this tariff if not coercion? Well, the reason why China will never become what the United States is to the world right now is because they insist on running a trade surplus with the rest of the world. They will not do what the United States does, which is absorb the overproduction of the rest of the world. This is why Europe will be on our side. Europe needs to export to us. China needs to export to us. China will never become the buyer of
Let's bookmark that because this is actually a great point. I think it's a very high stakes point. If I were running China, I would be in Brussels right now, cutting a deal and saying, you know what, we really are going to change our system because our trade relationship could be the biggest one on earth. If they don't do that, it will be a major missed opportunity for them. But I tell you, if they do it, watch out, U.S., because then it's their game and we're on the outside.
So let me just play a Dave Portnoy once again. Friday, but he was on the show Friday. We were talking about him. He's been talking about what this means for him. He's rich, but what it means for his listeners as well. Listen to this.
I kill to be back to losing $7 million. I haven't even looked. If I had to guess, I'm down in these last 3 days, probably close to 20. I don't know, like 10, 15% of my net worth. Poof. If the stock market's tanking, you think that only affects rich people? We're probably affected the least. Like, yeah, I'm losing 20 million. I'm still got plenty of money. But it all shakes down. It all shakes down.
That working class person who works at the car dealership that is expecting demand to constrict significantly over the next few months, they're freaking out. That's not my words. That's actually from a car dealership owner who said his employees are freaking out because they know that job cuts will be down the road.
Let's talk about a perspective. What you're saying is exactly right. And the way Donald Trump gets away with this is because of guys like me. I hate to say this in front of Scott. Is that I worked in a factory. Went to the factory in 1989. We made radial passenger tires for cars. I worked there with my dad, 8 of my uncles, 12 of my cousins. I was a union steward there. That plant now sits in China because you can import small radial passenger tires pretty cheap because of our failed trade policy and this Democrats' opinion. Donald Trump will use that to say that we need to fight China. We need to bring those jobs back to America. Feel a little pain for a little bit, but I'm rejiggering this whole thing to make it work for you. That's what he's betting on against the pain of what people are really going to feel. And this is what will be determined in 18 months, to your point, Abby. The American people will decide which one of these philosophies actually is true.
That's 100% true. I mean, we all agree.
We all agree.
Exactly right. Let's just hope
The
that
Mexican redneck brought everybody together.
let's hope that the economy is still standing by then, because 18 months is a very, very long time in this kind of era of 5 and 7% drops every single day in the stock market. Rana Faruhar, John Carney, Richard Quest,